The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea, into the blue. They change but in a cycle that I can't lose. Each painful but delightful to live through. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. Seasons turn and change just like your mind. Like the sun gives into the moon, into the night. Time continues marching, it slowly crawls. With each new one starting, I recall. You came into my life just like another season. Not for long, just a time, just like another season. Maybe this time next year you'll reappear for no reason, but I'll cherish every day until you come my way this season. Time of year carries memories like a never fading whisper in the breeze. Oh, we will keep on changing all over again. Yeah, we will keep on changing just like another season. Don't want another day without you by my side. Oh, this season.
never wanted to say what I said. I just wanted an explanation. When I close my eyes before going into the universe, I think about the moment we were hoping wouldn't end, because I never knew it was my imagination. I never wanted to say what I said, I just wanted an explanation. Never wanted
feels like snow when it falls in the wind, you know. And you say you wanna dance. You're worried, you know, you'll end up in the wrong hands. And you're having fun. Why don't you show your friends? And you're having fun. What if it never ends? I'm like a sincerity, but you don't care at all. This booze, this cigarettes trying to take me home. Falling in love just a million times, breaking it off with the feeling on ice. She's as cold as December. a scarecrow after what you did. 'Cause all of the birds know that I'm almost dead. I'm barely breathing. I'm barely awake. You left me in pieces. There's no more to break. Don't wake me up. Not in this century. Don't wake me up. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my I need an angel after what you did. 'Cause you were the devil. You messed with my head. You lied to my mother. You lied to my friends. You said that you'd be there. That this never ends. Oh, wake me up. Not in this century. Don't wake me up. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. 'Cause you're just a ghost inside my head. You're just a ghost, you're never there. You're just a memory on my lips. You're just a ghost inside my head. Oh, you're just a ghost inside my head.
Like a broken soul in a wonderland without angels. That is how I feel when the mirror shows me a stranger. Yeah. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when you don't wake up next to me. Yeah, I'm incomplete. I need you here tonight to cover up these empty sheets. 'Cause I'm incomplete. Yeah, I'm incomplete. but it won't be long before I realize it's a picture in my head, in my head. And I know they're just fragments of a world where your absence all I get to see. Take me back to the planet where you and I are still meant to be. 'Cause I'm incomplete when you ain't by my side, when stop. I've never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out. I've always had a way of keeping close. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name. Tell me how you're feeling since you got me out in the open. Now I'm ready to dive in. I know you told you it would be a slow burn. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your
Your light passes you by. You see how everything fades away. All the people you love begin to die. You forget how precious memories are. I'm a renegade, walking through the fire with a heart of steel, a burning desire. I'm the voice of the voiceless, the misunderstood. With fearless conviction, I rise as I should, breaking down walls. Let's challenge the norms. something you're trying to change. Realize that you can do nothing. You cannot escape the death. Even it makes you afraid. You should show respect. You are trying to change something. You are trying to change. You realize that you can do nothing. You cannot escape the death. Even it makes you afraid. You should show respect. Running here, running there, my mind is so spherical. Touching darkness, leaving sharpness. Maybe I'm hysterical. Never ending story so far. Baby, young and dumb is what we are. Let's think about what we love and not what we hate at all. Yeah. Let's think about what we love and not what we hate at all. She is thinking about what could happen to her right now. I wonder what she is afraid of. How calm her down. Touching grass, feeling less. I think I need a breakup. But it makes no sense, 'cause I am so awake in here. I love her when she smiles, I hate her when she cries, 'cause I'm just really bad with my emotions, yeah. I was mad at the start, chaos in my heart, yeah. Let's think about what we love and not what we hate at all, yeah. Let's think about what we love and not what we hate at all. She is thinking about what could happen to her right now. I wonder what she is afraid of. How calm her down. gonna be alright. Everything is gonna be alright. So just don't say another word. These thoughts you've imagined aren't real, aren't adding up. You fetched your ideas from nowhere, all from another world. Your logic's impaired, your full picture is cropped. Cause we both know that one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, might say if all's gonna mend. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, cause this ain't the end. We both know that one day the sun's gonna rise again. So don't pout for our sake, cause this ain't the end. We both know that one day they're just gonna try again. Without doubt, might say if all's gonna mend.